The first card you have for your past is the Six of Swords. So yeah, this is a difficult card. I'm seeing words in this card. Swords represent words for me, and usually words that hurt. So there were some words that were said, and I think you really struggled to shake these words off, get them out of your head and out of your emotions. And I think these really hurtful words, I think they might have come from someone who you actually really respected, or someone who you were close to, maybe. It wasn't someone who you could just say, oh, I'll just ignore them, they're just some random person. No, it wasn't like that. It was something a bit more serious, and I think that's one of the reasons why it hit you quite hard. And I don't think they apologised either. You know, they said something that was just really, really cutting, and really, really personal. And I think you just couldn't get these words out of your mind. And that's what happens. That usually happens, I think. You know, the worst things that people say to you stay in your mind. It does to me anyway. So the woman on this card, you know, she's obviously trying to get away. She's trying to get out of the bad situation. But she still has these swords in front of her, and you know, they're right in front of her face, so she can't see where she's going properly because of these swords. So you had this all stuck in front of your head, in front of your face, and you couldn't really see clearly because it was really, really bothering you, really upsetting you. And I think you will eventually get through the worst of this, and I think you know that you will. I mean, you do get over it eventually. But I think the words will probably still stay with you a little bit. They won't always be in your mind. It won't be like this. But I think they will jump back in sometimes, every now and again, which is what does happen. So, you know, if this is resonating with you, I think there is a person who's helping you as well. That's what I'm seeing in this card, with this man kind of steering this boat with this woman. So, if this is a love connection, I don't know if it is, but if this person who's helping you, there's someone helping you, getting you through all of this, if it is a love connection, you're truly, truly blessed, because this is someone who really wants to help you. This is someone who's kind. They want to listen to you. And yeah, they're really doing their best to help you. So I really hope it is, because you're blessed if it is. If it's a friend, you know, you're still blessed, of course. So the next card you have for your past is the Nine of Wands. So I think you were just starting to come out of this at this time. And, you know, again, this was more than just someone saying a remark. This was something that really made you feel as if they intentionally wanted you to feel really small. Like, look at this man, how small he feels. He's looking up at these wands and he's like, oh, they're much taller than me, and look at how little and hunched over I am. That's how you felt, and kind of looking up like, oh, I'm really frightened, I feel really terrible. So, you know, and also this man has a bandage around his head, so they were trying to mess with your head in some way, I think. But yeah, you were trying to move forward even though you were really exhausted. You know, some people say this man is a soldier. So, you know, and, you know, what's happened is he's been through the first round of a battle, and, you know, he's so tired, but he knows he has to go on and go into the second half of the battle, or the other battle. So that's telling me that it might not be the last that you've heard of this person. I'm actually getting a feeling that this might be someone you either see all the time, or you're expected to see them all the time for some reason. So it might be someone in the workplace, might be a family member, might be someone who you're expected to see every day. So just know that you don't have to engage with anyone who wants to hurt you. You definitely don't have to answer any of their questions. I'm saying that because, you know, I'm getting the feeling that they might try to turn things around onto you and make it look as if it's all your fault. They might have already tried to do this, I think. So if this is all resonating, you have nothing to explain to this person. You don't owe them anything at all. So keep on pushing yourself forward. Keep on pushing yourself out of this situation, away from this person. And also, keep on leaning on this person in the Six of Swords. Look how this man's leaning. This person wants to help you. They want you to lean on them. So please do that. They're happy to help you. So The last card you have for your past is the Fool. Yeah, I think this is a message telling you that you need to completely 100% get away from this horrible person if you can. It might be someone you have to see in the workplace, so in that case you can't, but as much as you can, try and get away as much as you can from them. You know, this card's about fresh starts, coming out of the old, into the new, and this is what you are starting to do. And that's what I was seeing in the Six of Wands as well. So, but now I think either at this time or at some time in the future, I think you probably will eventually cut them out completely. I think you just will. So, yeah, obviously this is the spontaneous card. And when you finally do cut them off, or you do go very long contact with this person, excuse me, I'm trying to cough. Sorry about that. I'm trying to talk and I've got this coughing thing. Yeah, so you are going to eventually cut them off or go low contact or whatever, or not want to see them, distance yourself in some way. Now, when you do that, you're going to really think about this very carefully. But what I'm seeing is they're going to try to turn this around on you in some way. So I think what's going to happen is they're going to tell other people, or they're going to make you out to look a little bit like this fool, like a fool who just kind of randomly does things, cuts people off for no reason, someone who's not very sensible. So this is the sort of narrative that I think they're going to try to tell people, and this is partly to save themselves, but I think it's also partly because they don't like being ignored, and you're going to be ignoring them. And I think they're going to want a reaction out of you as well. So there's all of that. And, you know, a bit like this dog's barking at this man, trying to get his attention. Don't give this person any attention. They do not deserve your attention. That's what I'm seeing in that card. Sorry, I've got this coughing, swallowing thing. Yeah, the first card you have for your present is the Eight of Pentacles. So, yeah, I know this is the work card, the busy card. I'm actually seeing love in this card. I think, you know, if you're in a relationship, and I think you might be, because I was seeing love around the person who was helping you. So you might be in a relationship with them, or it might be something that hasn't quite developed yet. But if you are, I think this person's really busy at this time. I think they might be traveling or away from you for some reason. Now, if they're not traveling, they're definitely preoccupied with their work. And I think you might be a little bit worried that this busyness means that they just don't want to spend time with you. Now, you might be starting to wonder about this a bit, because I can see your confidence has taken a hit with this horrible incident that happened. This person made you feel very small, and so your confidence was kind of still right, or it is still right down at this time. Now, I'm not seeing that. I'm not seeing that this person's not interested. They are. I think they do really care about you. I think they are actually very busy, and I think they're being honest about that, if you're wondering. And they're also just thinking about you a lot as well. They might not have much time to actually see you or let you know that right now, but they are thinking about you, and they're thinking about you a lot, over and over and over again, because this card can be about repetition and having a thought over and over and over again. And I am seeing love here. So they're thinking about you a lot. So try not to be anxious about this if this is how you're feeling. And I think you will have a little bit of anxiety while you're still going through this, thinking about this horrible incident that happened and what they said. I think they have really bashed your confidence quite a lot. And so while you're still going through the pain of this, this is going to come out in different areas of your life. So yeah, the next card you have your present is the Ten of Cups. So this card, I've seen this in your readings quite a lot. I think it was in your last one. It might have even been in the last two. You know, it comes out a lot. And I think in this reading, I think it's here to remind you that this is what you have in front of you. Don't lose confidence. Don't feel down about yourself because of this other horrible person. You have this in front of you. Again, your confidence is so low because of this horrible person. I don't think I need to say a lot more about this really, because you can see that you do have a very, very beautiful, positive relationship coming up, or, a very stable ending to this relationship here in this card. That's what it is. But yeah, I think also this is a reminder that you need to fill your life with people who truly care about you. I think this person who hurt you is someone who you've known for a long time. And I think this is showing you that it doesn't matter if you only have a few people around you. What this is numbers don't matter. Now I'm seeing this quite clearly. Numbers don't matter. This is what this card's showing you. It's showing you two things: that you do have a beautiful, positive future with this person that I'm seeing that loves you, if you're in a relationship. And also, forget about the numbers. It doesn't matter how long you've known someone for. Doesn't matter how many friends you have. None of that matters. The only thing that matters is that you have people around you who love you and care about you and make you feel safe. That's all you need around you. So bring those people around you and lose the people that aren't giving you that. I think that's the message in that card for you. So the last card you have your present is the Moon. So okay, this is why you're getting these messages, because I think they're coming out to tell you to try and build your confidence up again, because you've really lost it. And that's what's showing me in this card, that you're very low in confidence. I think this is a time in your life when you're going to just have to try to sit back and let all these emotions around this incident and any other stresses you have, and just try to sit with them and recognize what they are, and just say, okay, I'm feeling this, I know what it is. If I feel this now, if I work through this now, it's going to pass eventually, and it will pass eventually. I wouldn't make any big decisions at this time either. Now, if everything I'm seeing here is correct, and you're still feeling really hurt, really emotional about all of this, you might even be dreaming about all of this. So this is the time to just sit tight with your emotions, quietly let them gradually pass, and they will pass. And I'm seeing that because this can be the card of very, very deep feelings, and it can be about your emotions sort of skewing what you're actually experiencing. That doesn't mean you're crazy, don't worry. This is normal. When you have huge emotions, they can overwhelm everything, and then you can't really see everything in your life clearly. And so that's why you're getting these reminders saying, no, you feel like life's terrible and awful and you're kind of nothing, but actually your life's not like that. It's like the 10 of Cups. So that's what I'm seeing there. You're getting these reminders. And yeah, the reality of your life is a lot more positive than the way you're feeling. Also, this is going to pass because, if you look at this lobster, he's coming out of the dark water. He still has a long way to go, but he's on his way. So just know this is going to pass, and you're going to come out of the darkest water, the darkest moments, and you're going to get through. I don't know if you can see that. I'll just move that so you can see. Yeah, so there he is. There's the lobster. So you're going to move up through that, up on that path. And the other thing I'm seeing is that I think you probably should hide some people, or if you want to go all the way, block some people, because people that are around this incident, because I think someone might post something on social media and it might be something hurtful, and you don't need to see things like that right now. You're coming out of this dark water. You don't want to fall back in there. So that might be something for you to consider as well. So the first card you have for your future is the Six of Pentacles. Yeah, there are a lot of reminders and a lot of warnings in this reading. This is a really interesting reading. So while you're going through this time and your emotions are sort of heightened, which I think they still are, I think you might want to put off any big purchases. I am seeing a purchase. I think there's something big that you wanted to purchase, and I think it's been put off a few times. I think it's been delayed. you know, you've wanted to do it and you've had to stop it or delay it, and then you wanted to do it again and then you had to stop it. So, and I think the delays around this might be a sign as well, and not to do this at this time. I'm not saying you should completely put this whole thing off, but I don't think now's the right time to make this purchase. I'm actually seeing that maybe you'll eventually make some changes to this. You know, you might change your mind about something, or you might realize it wasn't quite what you wanted. It's something like that. So again, just wait this out again. There is something better or something different or something you're going to want to change about this purchase if this is resonating with you. So just wait until you're in a much better frame of mind, and then you can go ahead and do that. Because I think also you're still not seeing things quite clearly. So it's just not a bad time for you to do things like that. Or not a good time, I should say. So the next card you have for your future is the Seven of Wands. Yeah, I keep on seeing this is all about your emotions and getting through this horrible thing that was on your mind. It's still there, so this was huge for you. Yeah, things are definitely going to get better. You know, you might feel battered, you might feel exhausted, but you're on top. You're on top like this man. He's up on top of things. And that's showing me that you're in the right in this situation. And it's also shown me you're not alone. You have people around you supporting you, beneath you. And if this person comes back on social media to bother you, which I think they might, yeah, this card can be about that as well. You know, messages from faceless people. Please ignore them. Ignore, block them, do whatever you need to do for your own peace of mind. Please protect yourself, defend yourself like the man in this card. I'm also seeing, something else. So this is for single people. This thing I'm about to talk about now. Even though your mind's on all this chaos, sometimes when you're not thinking about this at all, this is when something like this happens, when your mind is completely not thinking about this. I think someone might be watching you. I think someone's really interested in you. This might be in the workplace, might not be. This is someone who kind of sees you on a sort of a mundane level. I don't mean that they see you as a mundane person, but the kind of locations that they see you are kind of mundane. They are interested in you. It's something like, you know, you might see them every day at work or in a shop you go to every day. You know, it's somewhere where the last thing you're thinking about is, you know, love and relationships. You're just kind of getting what you need to do when you're coming out again. So you probably don't look your best when you're at these places either. You don't dress up to go to wherever this is. You know, this is something like just going to the shop to pick something up quickly, or going to the gym or something. This is somewhere where you're really not expecting to have someone being attracted to you or thinking about anything like that. So if you are single, if you are interested in looking for someone, don't suddenly feel all paranoid about what you look like in these places, because, you know, they're interested. And, you know, the thing is, they've seen you at your worst, so things can only get better. If they do go out with you, you can only look better than where you started, which is even better. But also, the good thing is, you know, they're attracted to you as you are naturally. So that's a really good thing. That's a very positive thing. So, yeah, you will find out who this is. They are going to come forward. These are wands. So this is about action. So they are going to take action very, very soon. That's what happens when you see wands. So yes, watch out for that. The last card you have for your future is Temperance. So this is my absolute favourite card. I think the path in this card follows on from the path in the Moon card. And I'm going to lift this up as well. So they're both exactly up beside each other. And it's interesting that they are beside each other, because that's why I'm kind of looking at the two of them together, and I'm seeing the difference between where you are, where you used to be when you're at your worst kind of emotionally, and now what you're going to start to come into in the future in the Temperance card. So there's a path on the left hand side. This lobster's quite miserable. He's still seeing everything in the moonlight, where, you know, if you're in moonlight, you can't see everything clearly. So his emotions were taking over. So he wasn't able to see all of the positivity around him clearly. But he's heading up to these watchtowers, and in the watchtowers, that's when you can look down and see everything properly. But now in this Temperance card, this is about a lot of things. So you're in healing, which is what these daffodils represent, and then you're coming up through this path on the Temperance card. I think the Moon card, the path's leading to the one in the Temperance card. So you're coming up, and now you're in sunlight, so you can see everything perfectly, everything clearly. So now you can see your whole life, or you're going to see your whole life in a new light, in a new way, in a way that you know you can move forward now, and you're a lot more positive about yourself. And I think what's happened is you've shaken off these horrible words from this person, or this is what's going to happen, this is in the future. That doesn't mean they're totally gone away, but I think you're giving yourself your own words and your own names to describe yourself. You're not letting anyone else describe you, and that's giving you a lot of power, I think. The other thing I'm seeing in this card, which is beautiful, is with these big red wings, there's a lot of passion. So whether this is with this person you're in a relationship with, or it might be, if you're single, this new person who's really interested in you, and they do have the wands, so they're coming very quickly toward you, so get ready. There is passion there as well. And also, you know, when you're in the Moon card, when you're in your emotions, you weren't ready for passion. That was the last thing on your mind. You were so down, you were so upset. Now look at you, you're all ready for this passion that's going to come to you. That's what I'm seeing in that card. Fantastic ending. I love it so much.